Hey guys, how are you? Good. We're here to do a reading. So I don't have a bra on, so I'm gonna stick under here so where it doesn't see how big my tits are. We're gonna do a reading. This is going to be, I don't understand why the lighting is so different, but that is okay. Okay, so I think I'm doing Scorpio. Okay, we're just gonna do a bonus read for Scorpios, because I don't know. Okay, yeah, because I don't know what's going on, and if we've done Scorpio, I feel like I haven't done Scorpio, but we're gonna anyways. Okay, if we're doing Scorpio, I'm gonna use a different deck. Okay. Okay. Radio. So sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Okay. I hope you all are doing well. Don't mind me. We're like literally all my blonde is getting cut off. Which is fine. It's gonna go blonde again, I'm sure. So we're gonna be tapping into my Scorpios. Let's get Scorpionic. I just realized yesterday on my birthday, even though I posted videos over midnight, I didn't actually post on my birthday. Yesterday was my actual birthday. Celebrating today too. But my stepdad's mom is a Libra Scorpio. I thought that was super cool because her son is a Libra, his son is a Libra, so my brother and my stepdad. And then his sister is a Gemini like me. I just thought it was cute. Because I think like one of their things is to become more balanced and like not so, I don't know. It was just cool. It's cool to see generations of family things. It was a really awesome birthday. And we all know I love my family, but they're fucking crazy. Like we all are. No. Me and the torpedoes. Okay. So. Scorpios. Scorpios, don't be mad. Everyone on this channel knows how much I love Scorpios. So. I can't always do you guys first, otherwise I'll totally get nailed for favorites. But you know, you're the first. You don't even need readings. You know what's up. Oh my gosh, if I did another Scorpio though, that means I'm gonna have to do doubles of everyone. I really hope not. Scorpio. Are you down with a Taurus or Libra? Yep. The truth is not coming out when it comes to a Taurus, okay? So, right away, right off the bat, Scorpios, if you are dealing with an earth sign, they are not going to tell you the truth. Period. Explain more on this Ace of Swords. The truth is not, I repeat, not coming out about an air sign. Well, it doesn't really matter if the truth comes out. You know, you're a Scorpio. Ain't no air sign in the world but a Gemini that could be smart enough for a Scorpio. Like my mom says, Aquarius is. I was like, I love Aquariuses, but I'm a crazy Gem. Oh. We are not going to talk about the truth of what happened at work. But that's okay, because what goes around comes around, right, Scorpios? Burn the bitch on fire. Just kidding. I had this fucking psychopath call me or text me. He's a stalker, obviously. They all are. And yeah, he, like, doesn't even live in the state of Seattle. He lives in Georgia, and he thought it would be a great idea to Make a threat to burn Seattle down. Haha. Dumbass, right? Yeah. You guys want to hear a funny story? So I used to date someone back in the day, and he had a really ghetto house. Long story short. Didn't really matter. I don't really care what's ghetto, right? He's just dirty. He's a pig, so that's why it was that way. Literally, a pig in every aspect of a pig. Ha! What? As soon as I say this, this comes up. The Four of Pentacles. Look at his face. It's the epitome of a pig. That is the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen. Holy fuck. Him and they get each other. What a winner. Aww. So anyways, as I was saying, and I'm at this, yeah, I actually went to a bar, not yesterday, the day before, probably go one today. We do it just to see our friends. Anyways, we go to a bar. Of course, I'm a gem, so something really exciting and fun happens that night. Scorps, you guys might be the witness to having those Gemini friends where that kind of happens. It's like, how the fuck do we end up here? And that ends up being a lot of fun, right? So I'm sitting downstairs having a drink with my friend. We're talking. This little Cuban couple comes down out of the whole place. May I add, there's an outside, there's an inside. I know, I have huge tits. There's an outside, there's an inside, and then there is like a downstairs. Like, this place is huge, and you're supposed to still compartmentalize like where you're going to go. This is so embarrassing. Where you're going to be going and sitting when you're next to people. Because you can't, remember, like with COVID, we had to be like a separate politeness apart. These people out of everywhere come all the way downstairs. Well, we kind of worked our way around. So they finally come downstairs. They come down the stairs, and this lady like sits right by me and my friend. And I'm a little easy breezy. That's my character. Unless you're fucked up and wrong. And then I will... yeah. Then I pretty much am easy breezy because I am stupid enough to believe people. It doesn't matter though. I don't create the karma. You're creating your own karma. It's kind of like the way I look at it. So like, be happy knowing that it's going to burst in flames or someone else will cheat on each other. So we're sitting there and he's all pissed because these people got right there. Like, they were touching us. There was no anything, right? Nothing. The guy looks over and starts talking to me, and I'm like, ugh. But I'm being nice because it was his mom. She's talking about how she needs a haircut. I was like, oh, I do hair. Guess what, you guys? She's like, oh, so we have a food truck. She starts like talking about it. I find out my old boyfriend basically was right by a place, literally, where they had a whole bunch of food trucks. Like a whole bunch. One of the main guys in there, him and his mom. So now she's gonna come and start potentially. It was really weird, actually. Part of me was like, are they trying to like... Is he trying to like stalk me or something crazy? What are the chances of his family, of his neighbors in this ghetto ass area? Ugh, it's so much riffraff. He has a food truck business right by his house. Of all the people, and that's all the way. Let's just say this is like 30 minutes of a distance away. Like, it's not, it's 20, 30. It's not like, oh, it's just right there up the street. No, it is in a whole different town. Ironically, sorry about the slamming of the door. Can you believe that? The guy and girl come up, they sit, of all places, right next to us, and then she starts talking, and I go, wait, you look really familiar. Yeah, he's right next door to my ex. So then I look at him and I go, well, do you recognize me? And he goes, a little. And I go, well, I'm pretty sure I'm the psychopath Greek that went the fuck off on your neighbor, who I was stupid enough to stick around. And then he kind of looked at me, and he knows what's up, because he still is there. And then his mom owns the daycare that's right next door to the house, too. So this guy's mom has the daycare right in front of this guy's house that I was seeing. And then her son has the actual restaurant thing that's right. And so I was seeing them every single day when I was there. Now, of course, I end up meeting them as soon as we're done. That was weird to me. And then last night on my birthday, right? Yeah, sketchy ass people. You know, but it is what it is. What are the fucking chances, though? Part of me is a little scorpionic, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? But then I'm like, you guys cannot outsmart me. It is what it is, right? The only difference is I listen to you. Oh, what's going on? Okay, so it looks like Scorpio Onyx. We are no longer giving messages to someone. We're no longer sad over our love that is spilt. We are looking into new... Oh, we're contemplating... My bad. We're contemplating new ways of moving forward. Wait a minute. Who is this? Basically what the spread is, you're looking into new ways moving forward to focus on business. You basically are working so much that you're not able to juggle everything. Oh, and that's how the person got away with the secrets. In other words, you're very ambitious, you're non-codependent, and you're very... What is the word me and my mom were talking about last night? As she would call herself. Yeah, I guess independent. There was a different word I was going to go with, but we'll run with that. And since you're independent, you don't need to have a microscope over people, psychoanalyzing them. And when you're as adorable as us, ultimately, right, because we're all adorable, it's whether or not we think that of ourselves is really what is the power of it all. Okay, so someone has to worry about... No, I'm not going to say that because I don't think they need to worry about it. Period. Okay, I'm going to clear that energy, so if I get quiet, this energy, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not going to give it anything. But if I get quiet this reading and just let it pass, I'll pick up. I'm doing it to protect you and to protect myself. Yep. Self-imposed prison. So, okay, here's the deal, Scorpio. We got someone in our life that's trying to basically... I don't think that they know a Scorpio. You have someone in your life that's basically trying to burn your life down. Now, whoever this person is... Oh, that's the metaphor. Not literally, figuratively. Like someone that's very jealous, that does little things or thinks little negative things about you through the day. So if you just get a cast of just this, what the fuck? Just like keep doing your thing. Ignore it. I mean, acknowledge it to the amount that you were and then move on. You got a lot of haters of jealousy, which is fine because you got a lot of people that have done really shitty things and they don't want to own up to their part of it. Here's the cool thing. They put all this karma on themselves. You keep doing your you-roo, there is no problem. Okay? Actually, it's going to piss them off. Because what most people, well, no one knows how to do. Aquarius, Taurus, Sagittarius, Sag. I don't know, it depends what you have in your chart. There are very basic bitch signs. And if you're a basic bitch sign, I apologize. It is what it is. You don't know how to rebirth. And I don't give a fuck whether you like what I say or not. You don't know how to rebirth. You don't know how to look death in the face and not cry like a little bitch. You know how I know? You're still caught up to that toxic shit like a little bitch. And as long as you play those little bitch games with little bitches or big bitches or all the bitches, if we're talking groupies, then... what is in the dark always comes to life. And or if it doesn't do anything but create craziness in someone else. So we have a situation on our hands where I don't really want to say this because I get really scared on how people respond. I don't want to freak anyone out because it's really nothing to be scared of, but it is something to be aware of, okay? So whenever you feel... Okay, so let's just say... Just like I'm trying to bobble around this, trying to figure out how to say it. Well, I'm not going to say it and give anyone strength over it. You have a hater or several around you that could be trying to do some things. It really doesn't matter because they're trying to stunt your gifts or take away your gifts, make them subdued, make them less than, cut down your communication like I've had done with me where they try to get glass and I drink it. Doesn't matter. Okay? The cool thing is I'm not going to say that too because I want the person to dig their own grave. Grave digger should be the name of this. Where someone's going to do something out of spite, and they've already been doing it to someone, Scorpio, potentially you, and because they've been doing this person, and or whether it's the person you used to be hooked up with or the person that they're hooked up with or whatever, someone's going to do something trying to get you to stop blossoming. They've already been doing it. You just don't know. You might just be feeling a little heavy, tired, all of the above, right? Or maybe like one day you're extra moody, right? The cool thing is you don't need to work. Okay, so someone has a gift like me of being clairaudient. What that means is just Google it. It's a very skilled gift. People that are into witches, cults, and all those things, I probably shouldn't talk about it, but I'm really morbid and I'm very protected. They try to do things basically that make you doubt yourself, doubt your belief, Now, if you're someone like me, I'm more that way than I am human. So for me, it's like, fuck you, asshole. You will literally go crazy trying to understand my gifts because I've had 31 plus years of growing into these gifts and understanding them. So if someone just had to live in a life of me, they'd be like, how the fuck does she prioritize all this shit? Because it's very elusive. You don't really understand what you understand until you understand it. And that takes time of understanding what you understand. And I'm literally leaving that vague because it is that specifically vague in order to be able to do it and know that what you're saying. That's why I'll stop myself. Because it's not that I don't know. I am a human that is a vessel. Well, for me, God. But to each their own. We know on my channel. I'm obviously a do tarot. Come on, let's get a hold of ourselves. And we need to learn to protect ourselves. What is protecting ourselves? Being aware that you are human and that you are a vessel and you can easily be manipulated through the way that you think. Because as humans, certain thought patterns. Someone's going to try to do something to you, potentially, okay? All you need to do is keep focusing on you, bro. But if you feel like you've been having a lot of different emotional things going on in your head, that's normal. Someone's doing black magic. Don't freak out. You're not gonna die. It's not gonna be the end of the world. You know how many times in my life I've had Satan? I've had everyone. Guess what? They start losing their hair, they get tired, and then eventually they just become an average Joe that walks the earth again. And at the end of the day, you still gonna smile, live your life, and they're just like, damn, I don't understand. And, or if they do too much shit, they don't realize that it will literally mentally drive them insane. They'll snap. It's called reverse psychology. Now, if you're someone like me and you kind of have an idea because you're clairaudient, so you can kind of tell what people are doing what, but you of course don't want to think that they're going to do that because you don't want to create it. You just want to be aware. People often don't know. I do videos, for instance. With my specific chart, when it comes to communication and wordage, I'm not going to lie. I can manipulate anything, almost. Now, the thing with me is I can't lie. But I am extremely good at words. Scorpios would understand that. Why do you say that? Well, one of my communication planets is the main communicator, as well as the planets ruled by that. So it's I will always let you know how I feel. But as a scorpionic person that I am, I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, watch. Anyways, then what I do know is that I'll be watching everything the whole entire time. And not only will I be, see, this is what they're trying to do, make you forget. Or me forget. All of us forget what we were saying. What they're going to try to do. Oh, yay, I forgot I had that. Don't worry, guys. Remember, I loop. Don't even worry about it. What I don't realize is what Scorpios do, I told you, is Scorpios, see, it will loop around. Scorpios basically will say certain things so they don't have to say another. So they'll find a way around saying something or finding out what they want to know without having to say everything. Or if they're trying to hide something, they're very good at making people's brains think that they're somewhere that they're not emotionally. That's called Scorpio for you, right? Because Scorpios are based on psychoanalyzing people. You can't psychoanalyze people if you don't fully 100% know where they're coming from, where their thought patterns are, how they respond under pressure, how they don't, how they respond on longevity, period, period, period. Scorpio, it does look like, pardon me, you have an Aries who is with an Aquarius. There was a third-party situation. Oh, don't even worry about it, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever you are, because they are not... Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. If it ends up going really good right away, great. That's the way it's going to be. But guess what? The pendulum always changes. And watch it change. When you do shit in the dark, it always comes to light. And that's the cool thing about life. I love it. And then they come, and they no longer withhold passion. So right here we have someone that's no longer withholding passion. 2, potentially a fire sign. Absolutely. Someone could be sending, okay, Scorpio, are you sending a fire sign passion? No longer withholding from them, no longer making them feel like they're waiting out in the dust. Ooh, someone's stirring shit up. I knew it. Okay, so if this is a... Okay, now we have Sagittarius, someone used to be married to. Somebody that I used to know. Okay, so if you... Okay, Scorpio, this is super confusing because you got a lot of people against you. That's why the energy is starting to get spiraled. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking of? My one deck where the girl's hair, not her hair, her brain looked like marbles on the inside. It was everywhere. Someone in your past that you used to be with that basically was a hanging man. The reason they were hanging... The reason they were hanging man and they were not coming into you was basically, long story short, because of the fact... They ghosted you because of the fact that they felt bad based on what they were doing. So they were hoping that they were going to get some sort of thing from you, whatever that means, right? Because they're not strong enough to be able to do shit on their own. They could even cheat on you and go run rampant, but still you're the one with all the power, all the money, and all the everything. Okay? Whatever. People are stupid. It is what it is. This person basically wants to go and communicate with another person, potentially Scorpio, an air sign. Or 2 air signs from what I'm hearing. Or 2 to 3 of the people have a lot of air in their charts. Anyways, their grandparent, whoever, Scorpios, don't worry. So the thing with these people is they don't realize is their ancestors have been trying to get a hold of them. If your ancestors try to get a hold of you and you don't listen to them, have fun with that, assholes, because guess what? Your own fucking family, the dead, will turn on your ass because not only are you sabotaging your life, is you're ruining their past legacy by creating a whole new... Anyways, we're not going to go there because I don't need to psycho... I don't even need to. Anyways, yeah, I don't need to. So people are stirring up shit because they're trying to create justice because they don't know how to fuck with you anymore because all you keep doing is rising like a motherfucking phoenix. And when you got an alchemist trying to stir up all these potions and trying to pretend they want a new beginning and or a new way of looking at shit, but they want justice, you can't have justice when you're hanging in... Come on now. If you're calling justice, this could be a Scorpio that's calling justice stirring shit up because they want a new beginning. But let's find out. Is this a Scorpio stirring shit up? Who's stirring shit up? Oh my gosh, so my mom last night, we were talking about my nickname, Sybil. She was, yeah, do you know when we did your chart, you had about 15 different personalities. I go, oh my gosh, my main goal in life was to have multiple personalities. Can I name them all? She goes, oh my gosh, Taryn, that's not what I meant, literally. And I'm like, Mom, I seriously have wanted that my whole life. So then I could be like, Sybil did it, so what's your problem? I probably would have a boyfriend for each personality. Life would be so fun and not boring. I'm a Gemini, I could be alone anyways, so what's a couple personalities and people around? But can you believe that? That was the funniest shit. My mom's getting into this shit now. So it's been fun to talk with her about it. It looks like Scorpio, we don't have passion. Or someone's not strong anymore because you don't give them passion because you don't give a fuck. You're not mentally tortured. You say to them how you feel. They don't even have the sun reverse, strength reverse. They have no money. What does this person have? Okay, what does this person have? The lovers in reverse, they got no soul love. They're stirring shit up on you to get the justice that they need for a new beginning. Okay, so why are they stirring shit up on Scorpio? What is why are you so obsessed with me? That's what Scorpio should be saying. It's a King of Swords, pouting. He's a little bitch right now, backwards, right? King of Swords, upright, strong, in your face, will own his shit like a man. No, we got a little pussy man running around, stirring shut up, trying to create issues because my feelings were hurt. That someone devastated me, so I cheated on them. It's kind of like my ex. I cheated on him with his best friend. I know, judge me. I'm a piece of shit for that. He got me even. He cheated on me with a 24-year-old. Little did she know that's the reason why he did it. But, and guys, I didn't cheat. I made out. And no sex. That's not any different than being at a strip club is the way I looked at it. But she's a ho-ho, and she slept with him. So, what's worse? Is there worse? No. Both are evil, right? Right? Or are they? Well, it was my fault because then I ended up getting another stalker. So, it was my fault. I got my karma. And he ended up cheating on me. That was karma, right? Luckily, I didn't sleep with him until afterward. So, I didn't have to worry about it. Ooh. Some of you could be, someone's in I don't even know what to say. Like, this is just bad. Why are you telling me this? Someone's like in like a really fucking bad energy, you guys. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, this person's miserable. If you're doing spells, I'm warning you, you do one more spell and you're gonna make yourself mentally crazy. You don't want to believe me? Fine. Be fucking crazy for your whole life. You shouldn't be doing shit that you don't know anything about. This is why the bitch says, no fucking spell work. Because I'm not fucking retarded and I know how shit works. But have fun doing it and make yourself crazy trying to stop everyone and anyone from this. But that's exactly what this is. You got someone that's miserable. It's for sure a Gemini, a Taurus, or an Aries. That is my final answer. Potentially someone that has Virgo in their chart. I'm hearing a little bit of Libra, but I don't know for sure. Aquarius is involved. Long story short, someone is going to try to do something because they're miserable because they're trying to stop someone from success. It's not going to work. Okay? It's not going to work. But what it's going to do is potentially make someone crazy. That's what I was going to try to not say. Oh, I didn't want to say it because what I wanted you to go crazy, honestly. I wanted that person to go crazy. That's why I didn't want to say something to you. But I guess the divine wants to give them a warning. I'll be your warning. Okay? So if there's someone that is around you doing shit, if they do one more, they reap what they sow. The divine's already warned them. If they choose not to listen, this person has Leo in their chart. If you choose not to listen, that's fine. Play with the dark. It doesn't have a side. Period. How can I play with the dark? Because I don't play with the dark. I am dark that creates light. There's a difference. It's a being, and there's a mutual respect, and quite frankly, They have loyalty to me. I don't have loyalty to them. What does that mean? I connect with dead people to help them if I feel like it. I don't ever ask them a fucking thing because I'm quite aware they're dead and quite frankly they can't do anything. Plus I have fairies that can torture people. Well, I mean, not literally torture. It's more like, whoops, you lost your keys, so I'll put you in a couple. I'll be like, go buy someone else. And then I'll find out later that day, like, someone that they like, they'll be like, kind of, and I'm like, sorry. I told them to leave me alone. I didn't know they'd go over there. Okay, so it looks like, you got an Aquarius or Gemini, Libra, no longer coming in to a Leo or Virgo with any sort of passion. Or Scorpio, you're trying to have the strength to get over a situation in the past where there was a lot of ladies involved. We got a Pisces. We got a... Oh, thank gosh, you're out of this, girlfriend, boyfriend, all the above, friend. So this person is going to hide away from you? Okay. Okay, so I don't know who this needs to be for. This message needs to be going for. This is a fucking weird ass message today, you guys. This is all over the motherfucking board. So if you've had someone that's passed away, grandma, grandpa, uncle, best friend, I don't care. Anyone. Whoever you thought about. As soon as I said that. If you're in a low vibrational place, like you're an addict, coke, partying, I used to rave, so let's just say ecstasy, I'm drinking. So when I was young, I got to a place, this is a story that this person is going through this. That's why I'm telling you this story. That's why I'm telling you these stories. You're gonna be going, or you've been going through your own version of this. Someone has. Now this is for the person that... So when I was super into drugs, not super into drugs, it was more in the weekends, because I used to rave and party on the weekends when I was in my younger 20s, right? And it hit a point when you start to, like, not want to party so much, like your work, you had to start getting more focused and serious on your work. And partying is more just for the weekends, but you start to get really run down from the partying, so your brain starts to get really, really tired. So what happens with that, if you're tired on your brain, because you're run down because you've been partying a lot, and then you start doing drugs, your brain kind of shifts where it's like a mix between awake and not, which kind of puts you in a, when not on drugs, a meditative state, because your body's just getting tired, so you become very serene. When on drugs, it basically has blips of purging those drugs out. So you're highly sensitive. When people are highly sensitive in their body, they're more in tune to picking up shit. So, with that being said, I'm warning someone. Okay? Our loved ones that have passed, and or God, angels, whatever you connect with, as we know, God for me, interesting. That person, if you don't listen to them, they don't necessarily, how do I say this? I don't know if they can't or don't protect you. Now, what people don't realize is when they stay depressed for so long, that's when things start attaching to you. When you do the same toxic shit over and over like a broken fucking record, anything that wants to taunt you, follow you, like I've seen, I can't tell you what I've seen because it will make people uncomfortable, but really you're being ignorant to the reality of you don't want to change. And that's why this heaviness is on you. There could be a man that's standing behind you. Okay, let me just say this. I've seen this, and I'm not going to say on who because I'm not going to freak out the people because I've never told them. I don't tell them what follows them. You can't tell people that. They won't listen. And even if they do, they'll be like, that scares me. And then just not do anything about it. It's like, okay, there's one person that has a man that follows them. So, like, anytime she's walking around doing shit, she has no idea. She has, like, this, okay, you know the guy that stands basically in the black that follows you, like, on Christmas Pass or what the fuck ever? And he's following you. He's like, imagine that heavy energy following you everywhere you go. And what do? Every day of your life, you bitch that you're tired, I'm tired, tired. Do you want to change and start changing shit? No. Why? Because you have a fucking heavy-ass dead man following your ass. Because that is your fear and guilt of not fucking doing shit. It's manifested into something. Have you not heard of a poltergeist? What is that? Same fucking shit. Have you not heard of a fucking house that literally manifests? I hope, like, and don't believe me. I don't care. You'll die dead. Like, by just being depressed your whole life, thinking you're fucking depressed without realizing what's really going on. That's why there's no point in me telling people what fucking dead things I could see. Because that the world's, like, scared. What does that mean? How scorpionic are you if you're fucking scared of dead? And that's what I realize. Addicts are scared. That's what it is. Scorpio is, at the end of the day, a very fucking karmic sign. Period. It is the most karmic sign of them all. So if your karma is a Scorpio, you got a rude fucking awakening of looking at yourself in the mirror. I hope you know this. Because if you're a Scorpio that's really good at using your gifts to get what you want, see how people feel and work on this, but not look at yourself in the mirror, you're going to have a rude ass awakening to actually what your gifts really are. Which is, your gift is to rebirth through this shit. That's why you go through it. If you want to use all the benefits of being a Scorpio, being cute, being able to organize, like, understand people, being able to read things, being able to have a dream and knowing, you're using your gifts to your advantage. If you don't understand that's selfish, you're going to have a lot of fucking karma that's not even going to come to you. Okay, you want to know how you don't make it? You want to know how you literally fail your lifetime? Have a kid. That's karma. For instance, my stepdad's whole family has little doses of air in it. Guess what? He has an air kid. Why? Because the karmic circle's not finished. They didn't do their job. So we can go and walk around and ignore shit all we want, but at the end of the day, we need to understand you guys have the gift of rebirthing. What does that mean? The difference between people that don't have that gift is you guys literally could burn shit on fire and be able to get through it emotionally. You have to trust yourself. That is the karmic side of it. If you don't, and you end up like everyone else in the world who doesn't even have the gift of rebirthing, you're gonna sit on the train of insanity in Scorpio devil land for their whole fucking life wondering what the fuck happened. If it is a thing where every lifetime a family generation is the same sign, wow. That is karma, bitch. Explain to me one thing. How does it look like raindrops on my screen right now and it just fucking started raining outside? And this is in my room. That is crazier than shit right now. And I just got goosebumps. Oh, I just nailed something on the head. If you and your family have had the same sign over and over and over, that means that sign, karmically, every single lifetime is not changing. Meaning, the growth isn't being done that needs to. What does that mean? Scorpios, you will go through the toughest fucking shit in life. You can bitch about it, or you can realize that your gift of rebirthing is the gift that only you get because of the shit you have to go through. It's up to you. Period. Statement. Exclamation mark. Don't believe me? Go study. Basically, don't believe me? I'm not even going to say that because then I'm not going to. Let's remind everyone that not everyone knows who everyone is, and I know how many Scorpios I have watching this. I know. You guys are my biggest fucking supporters. What? I had like 100 and like 80 fucking views and like what? Like even like 200 and something views. All my Scorpios. I know half my breeders people are Scorpios. The funny thing is, Scorpios, other Scorpios don't get that. And you might be that Scorpio. It's all about me. She's talking about me. No, bitch. All the Scorpios of the world are dealing with the same shit you're dealing with. That's how we all know. You don't need to psychoanalyze me. How can you psychoanalyze the cards? It is what it is. But Scorpios, there is a repetitive pattern. Now here's the kicker. You guys platform death and light. So you can be scared of death all you want. The scarier you are of death, and the less you want to do, the more you're going to kick it with the death. And the more they're going to taunt you. The more you rebirth, the more tired death gets because you're not easy to bother. So they'll go to another weak link. Break them down. Start making them come at you because you're easy. Now when you're depressed, it's easy for people to come out, right? When we go through hard times. But we have to rebirth. How do you rebirth? You have to do it with your tribe. Well, by yourself, obviously. Do it with you have to be supportive around your tribe. You have to understand that doesn't matter. That is so fucking crazy right now. That the screen literally shows rain. And it is raining outside, not even fucking behind me. I am like crazy. I mean, well, yeah, I am crazy too. I'm a Gemini Scorpio. I don't think you can literally get more crazy than that. But for instance, okay, so my issue, okay, is for instance, what is your biggest issue that you know you have? We each have ours. Mine, I would probably say mine would be stubbornness. Absolutely. Not necessarily stubbornness to, I do not and I will not back down to bullies. Period. Like I don't. Like ever since I was a little kid. And sometimes it's like, why are you doing that? It's not gonna make a change. Like the person's who they are. It doesn't matter. That's my like one of many fucking issues, right? But guess what? That's why I can do my job. That's why I can read. Because I know how fucked up I am. The funny, ironic thing is humans, as people, you all potentially perceive me, right? Just like if I met you, I'd perceive you as, wow, how does she know this and this and this? The thing is, I'm a vessel. Period. I had to understand it, A, by experiencing it. So I've gone through, A, similar situations and or feelings. Let's just say feelings, because all situations can be different. So I understand it. B, I'm a vessel also to feel your feelings. So I literally knew how you specifically felt when you felt it. And I have absolutely no problem with calling myself out. The people that have a problem with him calling themselves, not just calling yourself out, actually doing shit about it. It's easy just to talk about the shit we need to change in life. It's easy. But actually doing it is the difference. And the difference is I know, and I look back and I'm like, damn, how the fuck did you, and I don't know. But the point is it doesn't go to my brain. Because still my brain is like, well, I still could have done this and this and this and this and this. But it's like, no, just appreciate what you did. Okay, I've learned to kind of appreciate. And then I have my days of a meltdown. You know, just because there's too many thoughts. I'm a Gemini. You know how many fucking, you know why everyone thinks Gemini's two-faced? Google that shit. It's not that fucking hard. We have to feel all your motherfucking feelings. So yeah, we are crazy. Because everyone's crazy. And we have to feel all those feelings and understand and be able to communicate it or not communicate it or address it. It's like, no. Hi, my name's Sybil. All your moods I'm picking up. Or, in other words, Geminis aren't monotone. So if you're a person that's just really good at shutting down, so you're critiquing someone that's literally just the polar opposite. That's okay. Now we know your fears, the polar opposite of you. Which means you're very self-involved and you absolutely love yourself to a max. Hopefully you understand yourself for as much as you love yourself, right? There's always a flip side. It's called a bitch. The bitchy side of a Scorpio. Ooh! Now, Scorpios, after we rise, because remember, this is what I believe addicts' problems, this is what I think the world's problem is, Scorpios, and this is why I think we need to get better at rebirthing. Is the world doesn't know how to rebirth. That's a gift for Scorpios. Not saying they don't. That's not what I'm saying. They don't know how to. It's very uncomfortable. For instance, the first demographic of people that I'm going to categorize as that would be addicts. If you talk to an addict and you listen to their story, you hear where they're coming from, you totally can relate half the time. Understand, like, you have this, like, not saying you agree, you can listen to the story and be like, okay, well, now I understand why you got there. Doesn't mean I'm going to say, oh, that's why you're there. I know, I do that all the time, you guys. Just, I'm an alien or something. We already know that. It's nothing weird. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I swear, I just heard, I don't even know. Yeah, I'm really cute, alien. Thank you. But, anyways, Scorpios, you guys are able to teach people the gift of rebirthing by letting them know that, like an addict doesn't want to change. Why? Because they're so used to being low that they don't know what it's like to be high. And if they were high, like high as in not high, but high as in happy or getting through it or on the other side, the chances of them fucking up is so petrifying because they've already fucked it up so much that the chances of them being able to fuck it up again is just very, very, very low. Okay, what does that mean? Well, that means basically the more they fuck it up, the harder it is going to be able to change. Period. Why? Because they're going to feel more guilty over time. Then with age, we get experience and we decide that's probably not the best idea. We're going to stop doing that, right? So what do? We just stop doing it altogether. We stop learning and we stop examining it. We just walk away. And then we're like, well, every other adult does this, so why don't we? You know? Instead of realizing this is wrong. Drop it, fix it, or move on from it. You're not a tree. You're not stuck. You're the Princess of Cups. Now, everybody knows that the Princess of Cups and or Queen of Cups, a Princess of Cups is a message coming in, okay? The Princess, or let's just say the Queen of Cups, even though this is Princess, Scorpios, is you guys when you're high. Everyone knows that he's the most loving, sweet, fucking amazing person in the world. Everyone knows when she is not rebirthing and in the same vicious circle for years and years and centuries of our lives and multiple lives over and over like a broken record. I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather like move on next life and be a little bit different than the same shit every day. Because that's probably why you feel trapped. You came with karma from another lifetime attached to someone. This is the Hindu belief system, by the way. You came trapped to that karma. Then you come to this life with that karma thinking, I'm a new person, woohoo! No, bitch, you're the same person as last lifetime because you can't figure out your shit. So what do people do? I'm going to live my life, do the same shit over and over and over. I feel like Pamela Anderson or something, like, seriously. Same shit. When this is reverse, how do you go, Scorpio, from the most creme de la creme, how do we go to the worst of the worst? Most selfish of them all. How do we do that? We do that when we hermit. Why? Okay, got a question for you, Scorpio. If you're bred from hell, do you think hermiting in hell for a long period of time is a good idea? It's up to you. Do you think if you literally are a cusp of hell and heaven, that any sort of angel or spirit guide or anyone that actually cares about you is going to be like, hey, Scorpio, why don't you hermit in hell for a little while? Because that's already your karmic trait. That's basically saying, I know that I feel comfortable down here, so I'm just going to stay down here. Is that fighting karma? Or is that complacency? Oh no, it's not karma, it's not complacency, it's considered a hanging man. I'm sorry, that was hilarious. You could have a message coming in from a Virgo regarding a message on love, and or they could be like talking about how they're looking into something, or they looked into something, or someone could be like, what? I looked into like... Okay, so I'm hearing like Okay, you got an Emperor. Thank God he's upright at least. Amen. Thank you. Okay, Emperors have not been upright lately. So, we got an Emperor sitting there right now, contemplating on a past marriage, or contemplating on a marriage, some sort of situation where someone was married. And they're looking at different avenues on finances. Okay, so, well, let me just say, the first avenue of this, it's C, this Emperor can't just rebirth. Let's make it really easy. A, if the marriage is in reverse, that means it's done and over with. So A, get it done and over with. Or B, move forward through it. Or C, if you want to work on it, fucking work on it. Period. How can you work? So this Emperor is wanting people to, like, bow down to them. Okay, so Scorpios, if you're dealing with an Emperor, move on. If you choose to be with them, have fun. Like, I'm not gonna... Like, no one obviously gonna be able to tell you what to do. So, why should I start, right? Let's watch tarot just to pick and choose what we want to do. I know I'm a fucking asshole, right? Well, my Emperor best friend, he's an Aries. He looked at me in the face and said, "You're stronger than anyone I know." Why? Because I walk away from things I love. Doesn't mean I don't cry about them. I'm not sad. I don't care about them. I just know you can't fake stupid. And I was stupid for thinking I could fix it. Does that mean you sit and waste your whole life trying to fix stupid or staying connected to stupid? No, because stupid came this lifetime with a whole bunch of other karma. Why would I have loyalty to karma? That's complacency. I've been learning a lot about slightly more Hindu philosophies because I watch this guy sell. But I also don't just, like, I'm not, like, I watched a video, actually. My roommate had this cool, like, series that had to do, I think it was on, like, Netflix or Hulu or something that she had watched, and it had to do with a whole bunch of different religions. And so I started watching it. I was not able to watch all of it. Anyone that knows me knows that I don't watch a ton of TV. I have my own things. But it was really interesting to me watching Sal's readings and then seeing that sort of platform work. And I had just heard, I mean, you know, we're kind of like spiritually open people. So it's really hard when you're a spiritually open person to tell people how you feel spiritually because it's so different based on each person, as we know as Scorpios. It was really, really, really it was interesting to me because I realized, I mean, again, this is my perspective. But to me, as I gathered any sort of anything that makes sense to you makes sense. If you look at a Hindu chart, and well, it's actually really easy. So if you take every sign that you are, so like, let's just say, whatever your first sun sign is, so whatever the month is before that sign, and just go down your whole chart. So Gemini, so that it would be Taurus, that's your karma. So a Hindu is like a karmic chart of yours in your life. So for lifetimes, the shit you've been repeating like a broken record player is your Hindu chart. Okay? So for me, I actually, which petrified me, had some Virgo in there. Oh, it scared the fuck out of me. Because I must have ran away from my problems quite often in my past life. Or catered to people that treated me like shit, and instead of walking away, I let them do that. I was stubborn, you know, because in Hindu I would be a Taurus and played the same shit over in my head. Okay, you know what I mean? Which didn't matter. I actually it made sense because I came from royalty a couple times ago. Anyways, as much as I hated it, it also made sense because it's like, that actually, as a reader, as a spiritual being, as someone that wants to grow, it makes sense to look at a chart and to see everything that you were like, that's your karma. That's why you're like, because it's like, I don't want to fucking do that shit. You haven't wanted to do that shit for lifetimes. That's why you're here today. So it's like, of course I'd naturally be like, that's not, I don't even, no, that is you. Now, if you could be this chart that is this, and realize that you tend to do what these things, your Hindu chart, you tend to do these, and these are the blockages you're having over and over and over and over like a broken fucking record. A, it makes us realize we're not very unique. We're all fucking repetitive dumbasses running around doing the same shit over and over. But B, it also makes you realize, oh, I knew that. Like, I knew there was something about that I didn't feel comfortable with. And then it kind of brings a little bit of, like, piss. And then you're like, wait, I might be able to change that, you know? Or wait, like, for me, I've been understanding and getting along with, like, meeting a lot more Virgos, which has made me kind of understand them more. So, like, for my shadow, it's not like, ah! Instead, it's like, oh, wait a minute, you know? Same kind of thing. It's really just being able to rebirth Scorpios through your karmic shit. Okay? Whatever that is for you. Now, if you're teetering in hell, quite frankly, and not rebirthing through shit, what does that mean? Like, when shit gets bad, you walk away from it and you move the fuck forward. That's what rebirthing is. Transitioning. That's what Scorpios do. If you can't do that, no wonder you keep eating the same thing over and over. Because I'm not saying that, Divine. You can say that to them on their free time. So, with this being said, the very ending of this spread, you're being asked to rise above. What does that mean? You need to take care of yourself and your family and your mind. What does that mean? Well, I don't know. What does taking care of your mind mean? Does that mean eating better? Nope. You need a rebirth. You need to mentally be able to walk away from things that no longer serve you. If you don't do that, that's fine. You'll just keep the same chart, generation, and act like we're all so cool, right? But we keep doing the same shit over and over. That's why all the hippies are like, don't judge. Why? Because you're the dumbass too. You keep doing the same shit every lifetime too, if there was. That's why God is like, oh my gosh, all my little lambs. My little lambs are running around, running into things. Lambs are, quite frankly, very not intelligent. Pigs are intelligent and birds are intelligent. Well, as intelligent as a 4-year-old. Which a 4-year-old is smart enough to follow all your dumbass mistakes that you made when they were that young. So yeah, that is fairly intelligent, right? Smarter than a lamb who doesn't, yeah, they're cute. Like, we're cute lambs. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's another idea. Do you want to rebirth? You want to be a cute lamb and Bambi your whole life? Or do you want to fucking blow through shit? Well, let me just also say, no, I'm not going to. That was a fortune thing. I'm not saying that. Sorry. Not sorry. I do not tell future. That's not my business. I do not tell people who and how they live their life. I have no right. Even if I'm a vessel, I will never do that. Period. It looks like potentially we do have someone around us. We do have a married couple. Or we do have someone that's coming in as an emperor and an empress. Okay? It looks as though Scorpio. But Scorpio, guess what? If you're a Scorpio and your Hindu chart is an emperor and empress, this could be you too. Now that pissed me off because I am not a fan of empresses, and you know when you watch my channel, but that's my karma. So now it's like, oh, I get it. That's why I don't like that, because I've had to deal with that myself for multiple years, you know what I mean, times. It made sense. Because I remember those things about myself that I hated so much that I will. But then it's like, well, no, you still have it. Because look, you're still hating. You know? And it's like, well, I love it. No, I don't. But that's why it's like, Queen of Cups. I love Scorpios, but guess what? I hate it because then they're selfish. You know, it's not. So we have to realize there's always going to be that balance. My stubbornness, hopefully, will only have to deal with one more lifetime of trying to realize that. Otherwise, well, I reap what I sow, quite frankly. The reality is you have an emperor and an empress that need to call judgment. Why? Because it's tit for tat. Tug of war. One up on each other. Up and down and turn around, and this is my opinion, well, this is mine, and this is that, and who the fuck cares? Stop trying to boss each other around and fucking focus on each other. Individually. Focus on yourself. Because there's a message not coming in, or there's a message coming in from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, about them having to take a break on something and looking into things. Okay? Now, what this also could be is an Emperor looking into things regarding a past marriage. Okay? And what it could be is that he's realizing that in the past... Let me find out real quick, actually, too. That was weird. That was really weird. 2 of Pentacles. What was weird is the fact that when I put the cards down, I put them right side up when the card, yeah, so basically they were right side up, the other ones were right side down, so they were mixed, but I do that fairly often, but not fairly often, but again, I have a lot of haters, so when the weird little hiccups come, it's like, whatever. You can't block. Try and make yourself go crazy. I do not care. I'll just be living my life. Okay, so what I see is someone wanting to go in passionately to people, and or someone because of the fact that they do not get the love that they need, and or oh, they were juggling at work because they weren't getting the affection that they needed. They were getting the passion that they needed elsewhere, and they weren't getting the affection they needed at home. So they bounced. I often enough see that in fire signs, because fire signs tend to be, yeah. It is potentially... So what they had to do is they could get passion elsewhere since they weren't getting fulfillment at home. Scorpios, don't get pissed. Since they weren't getting the love that they needed from you, not saying that you didn't give them love, what they needed. You were too busy focusing on just giving them shit. You weren't hearing what they actually needed. Sucks, doesn't it? Well, I was doing everything. I was worn out. I was tired. Yeah. But if you would have just listened or observed instead of trying to do it all, control it all, and see it all, we do it. We're Scorpios. That's what we do. We control bursts if we want to. Or we control whether we don't do it so we don't have to change, right? Same thing. I think every Scorpio is controlling. I mean, and I don't know for sure. In their own ways, we're each individual, unique people. If you have a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, I think you could probably be controlling in an extent. Because you can control when you rebirth. Now, are you going to burn everything that you care about on fire? All the time? Are you going to burn people on fire everywhere you go so then you're left with none? You're going to keep doing the same stubborn shit over and over and over? Or controlling shit? Or whatever word we use to categorize ourselves. Because we both have our words. We all have our words. Ultimately, what happened here, someone was trying to work on building finances. The other person felt left out in a marriage, relationship, situationship. They weren't getting, the masculine wasn't getting the love and attention they needed. So they started seeking passion and attention elsewhere. They started getting stressed on finances, and then they withdrew from you. What happened when they withdrew from you? You called judgment on their ass. And or judgment came in for their ass because they were trying to stir shit up. And leave you out in the cold. And leave you who gave in all your passion and all the sticks out in the cold. And it left everyone in a fucking tower. Where Scorpio luckily was the only one to get over the tower. Because Scorpio rebirths and that's what they do best. Okay? I just visualized the High Priestess. So let's see if the High Priestess comes out pretty soon. That's always what happens. As soon as I visualize something, it happens. Lately, it's been within 10 minutes. It's been really weird lately. Really weird. How I first started realizing how fast it's been happening is on a timer. I keep looking at the clock for some reason, and when I look at the clock, it says a time. And it's really weird. You got goosebumps, I know. It's really weird. This is my, like, one of my newest gifts that's becoming very, like, it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Everything is a lot. So look at the clock, and the clock will, let's just say a time. I don't even fucking know what time it is. Probably too late. I probably should be getting ready right now. Whatever. But it is like a time like 12. 1, 2, 4. I don't care. Okay? So I look at it, and it's like 1, right? And then I will do something for 15 minutes. The next thing I look at it again, and it is... It's like 11:52. And I'm like... I just looked at it was 1. And then I'm like, okay, whatever, you're fucking crazy, I guess. Right? I've done that 10 times. 10 times. Every time. And you know how I know I'm not wrong? Went to the beach. When I went to the beach, I look over at the window. The window's open and it's closed. Same fucking shit every single time. So this last time, I did it, and I actually knew. I wrote it down. That was 1. I look at the clock 10 minutes later, and it said 1. But that's how I knew I wasn't crazy. Because it was just like, I literally wrote it down, because I'm like, maybe what you're saying is... No. It's not it. So, Scorpios, it looks like we're not going to have an opportunity anymore. If you're an Empress... You could be... People are going to be fighting you. I don't know why. I don't understand why. A Sagittarius is going to want to fight a Scorpio or a Taurus. Because they have been holding back their passion. They're fighting passion. Like, people are throwing a whole bunch of sticks at them. Okay, someone's going to get a message regarding finances. Okay? I don't know who's getting the message. Either Scorpio, you, an Empress, or Temperance. Okay? Someone's getting a message on finances. It's going to be a Prince of Pentacles, which is a very slow, naive, little message. It will explain why in the past someone was holding back passion. Regarding, I don't know, who knows, some, like, fighting. They're gonna tell you that so-and-so was fighting. Just bullshit. Who fucking says this shit? Why don't you just, like, not come in? That's what I would say. Why don't you just not come in, go live your life, and you reap what you sow? It hates. But, yeah. They're gonna come in and tell you on how the past, all the milk and wine and water had spilled out, and that's why they didn't come in. And then they got their feelings hurt, and that's why they started these little fires wherever they went. Or Scorpio, this is what happened to you and why you guys are no longer together anymore. This is the same bullshit they said to you. And if so, this is what you need to fucking rebirth. Yep, they're going to be coming in with a slight message. Someone's going to get a message. And you know why? This is why I've lectured you this whole day. I was going to be like, fuck, there better be a reason I lectured you for all this. Is because this person's gonna come. This is your karmic thing. So are you gonna continue this whole life doing the same shit that you've been doing over and over and over like a fucking broken record? Or are you gonna take your gift about being a motherfucking Scorpio? You're gonna say, look at me, I got my own finances. I don't need your little fires. I don't need, and I've tried to be there for you as you just spill my cups out, you know, and I've tried to come in nicely. You know, and then you just don't come in at all, or you make me feel bad for even coming in at all. Scorpio, you're being asked. No longer fucking cater to this person. Again, if you feel that much of a pull to them, I'm realizing within Hindu belief system, watch Sal. That it means and literally is not a good thing. I honestly thought it was love. It is toxic love. Now, it doesn't make it easier. That's not what I'm saying. That's definitely not what I'm saying. But it makes sense on why we're so gravitated to toxic things. And Scorpios, we feel very comfortable with toxic things because we are very close with death. And we're slightly morbid. That's a Scorpio for you. I feel like this should be like a Scorpio reading for anything sort of Scorpio. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I hope that you liked the video. And we'll be back soon. Bye!